Imagine being left with nothing after 43 years of marriage. What would you do if the law of your country and your religion clashed in deciding your fate? Today, we uncover the story of a woman who fought against all odds for her rights, shaking the foundations of legal and religious norms in India. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring one of the most important legal cases in Indian history, Muhammad Ahmed Khan versus Shah Bano Begum. This case had a huge impact on women's rights, especially for Muslim women in India. Let's dive in and understand what happened, step by step. Shah Bano Begum was a 62-year-old Muslim woman living in India. She was married to Muhammad Ahmed Khan for 43 years. One day, Khan decided to divorce her using triple talaq. In Islamic law, this means a man can divorce his wife by saying talaq 3 times. After the divorce, Khan gave Shah Bano a small amount of money to cover the iddat period, which is the 3-month waiting period after the divorce. But what happens when that small amount isn't enough to survive on? Shah Bano's next move would change history. After the divorce, Shah Bano found it hard to support herself. So, she decided to go to court. She filed a case under Section 125 of the Indian Code of Criminal Procedure. This section says that if a man has enough money but his wife cannot support herself, he must provide for her, regardless of their religion. Shah Bano argued that she needed more money to live on because what Khan gave her wasn't enough. Here's the twist. After being married for over 4 decades, Shah Bano was left with almost nothing. Can you imagine that? In 1985, the Supreme Court of India made a decision. They ruled in favor of Shah Bano. The court said that under Section 125 of the CRPC, Khan must provide maintenance to Shah Bano. The court explained that this law applies to everyone, no matter their religion. They also said that Shah Bano should receive support even after the iddat period if she couldn't sustain herself. And here's where things get even more interesting. This ruling wasn't just about Shah Bano. It set a precedent for millions of women across India. The Supreme Court's decision caused a lot of controversy. Many people in the Muslim community, including religious leaders, felt that the ruling interfered with Islamic personal law. They believed that their religious laws should be respected and not overridden by civil laws. This led to widespread protests and debates across the country. Can you believe it? The decision sparked nationwide protests, with people taking to the streets to voice their opinions. In response to the controversy, the Indian government decided to take action. In 1986, they passed a new law called the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act. This law aimed to nullify the Supreme Court's decision. It said that a husband's responsibility to provide maintenance to his ex-wife is limited to the iddat period. However, the act also included a provision that allowed divorced women to seek a fair and reasonable settlement from their former husbands. This clause meant that courts could still ensure women got the support they needed. But did this new law really close the door on women's rights? The story doesn't end here. The Shah Bano case remains a significant milestone in the history of women's rights in India. It brought to light the tension between personal laws based on religion and the principles of equality and justice guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. The case led to more discussions and reforms aimed at ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their gender or religion, are treated fairly under the law. And here's another twist. Despite the new law, many women still managed to get justice through the courts. This act didn't close the door on their rights entirely. In conclusion, the Shah Bano case is a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggle for gender equality and justice in India. It highlights the need to balance religious practices with constitutional rights. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on important legal cases and their impacts. See you in the next video.